I'll call the meeting to order. First item of business is approval of the agenda. Do I hear a motion on that? Or any changes?
Motion.
Okay. I don't know who made that. I didn't.
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, thank you. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as written. Call the roll, please.
Ellis,
Aye.
Hahn,
Aye.
Pedersen,
Aye.
Hyder,
Aye.
Phelps,
Who'd you call?
and Andrews.
Chairman, could we also do a quick roll call of who's present, just for the record?
Sure, that would be a good idea.
Andrews, Ellis,
Here?
Hahn, are you present, Mr. Hahn?
Yes, I didn't hear you say anything.
Phelps, Pedersen,
Here.
Hyder.
Here. Thank you.
We have a quorum?
Yes,
Yes.
we have quorum.
Do we need to revote the previous motion?
No.
Okay. We move on to the approval of minutes for P and Z Commission meeting June 8th, 2020. Do I hear a motion or corrections, one or the other?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Cynthia. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you. Eric? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Pedersen,
Aye.
Commissioner Hyder,
Aye.
Commissioner Hahn,
Aye.
Commissioner Ellis,
Aye. We good? All right, we have 3 public hearings. 2 were on issues involving the vacate rights of way, and 1 is on a rezone. I'll call, let me read this opening statement. Read the opening statement about our hearings that covers our hearings. Planning and Zoning Commission holds public hearings as required by law and provides recommendations to City Council on matters relating to land use planning, zoning, and subdivision of land. Any person who has an interest in the subject matter of the hearing will have the opportunity to provide testimony and present evidence to the commission during the public hearing. Speakers are required to conduct themselves in an orderly and respectful manner. Disruptive behavior, including applause, yelling, speaking out of turn, or other inappropriate behaviors will not be tolerated. Additionally, the following applies to any person addressing the commission. Speakers are limited to 5 minutes unless authorized by the chair. Speakers must speak at the podium unless previous arrangements have been made by the chair. Speakers must legibly print their name or tell us their name, and there is no sign-up sheet because we're virtual. Speakers must begin by stating their name and address, and speakers should speak clearly into the microphone or their personal system. The chairperson will announce the subject of the hearing, followed by a report from staff. The chairperson will then open the public hearing to the applicant, followed by those in favor of the application, and then those opposed to the application. The chairperson will close the public hearing during this time, and the commission will discuss among themselves, and the public may not address the commission after the close of the public hearing unless requested by the chair. Planning and Zoning Commission shall base their recommendation and/or decision on information and evidence presented during the public hearing. This decision, if required by the application, will be forwarded in writing to the city council for further consideration. The first matter we have is VACA 20-002, recommending the approval of an application to vacate a right-of-way. And that is all I have. As the title of this, I would ask staff to give us their report.
Thank you, Chairman. The City of Republic is requesting a right-of-way vacation of the improved and unimproved access road along the southern portion of the Heart of America, referred to as HOA parcel, located at approximately 1700 South Empire Avenue. The right-of-way was dedicated to the city during development of the HOA parcel. The dedication included an access road leading from the western parking lot of the HOA building to the north termination of West Carnahan Street. The access road serves as access for HOA trucks and a secondary means of access for emergency services. The unimproved portion of right-of-way along the southern portion of the HOA parcel extends to State Highway MM. This area was dedicated for a possible future new public street and intersection with the state highway. The City of Republic does not intend to develop a new public street in the unimproved right-of-way, nor a new intersection of the State Highway MM at this location. The improved right-of-way will continue to serve the needs of the HOA development and will continue to serve as a secondary means of emergency access. The right-of-way vacation will return the ownership of the reference property to Heart of America. The right-of-way vacation legal description includes an exception regarding the water, wastewater, and stormwater systems present in the reference right-of-way. These utility lines will remain public within utility easements. In preparation for our presentation this evening, we do review several different items relating to vacation. One being transportation. The proposal eliminates a future public street intersection with State Highway MM. The city has identified the reference street intersection as a proposed future improvement proposed to be removed from the city's transportation plan and major thoroughfare plan currently under revision. As far as land use, the proposal has no development impact to the HOA or adjacent properties. The proposed vacation has no impact on the city's water, wastewater, or stormwater systems currently in place in the reference right-of-way. The water, wastewater, and stormwater systems in place will remain public and utility easements. There is no floodplain and there is no other anticipated impacts to other public services. As far as emergency services, the proposal has no impact on emergency services. They may continue to utilize the proposed private access as needed. The Community Development Department recommends the approval of the requested right-of-way vacation. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have regarding the proposal.
And I take it because the City of Republic is asking for to vacate, that you are the person, the city is the requesting party.
Yes, the Public Works Department has requested the vacation.
So we can move then to anybody that's not in favor of that. Correct?
Yes.
All right. I call on anyone that's listening that wants to speak against the proposal to vacate this parcel to give us your name and tell us what you want. No one coming forward. We move to close this hearing and then move to discussion of the commission with respect to the issue. What's everybody's pleasure? When everybody speaks at once, you can't hear anything. If everybody's okay with it, I take a motion.
I'll motion to move on.
I have a motion recommending the approval of the application to vacate the right-of-way in VACA 20-002. Is that correct, Eric?
That is correct.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you, Cynthia. Any discussion on the motion? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Hahn,
Aye.
Pedersen,
Aye.
Ellis,
Aye.
Hyder.
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. Move to the second issue that we have.
Chairman?
Yes.
We do have Randy Phelps, I believe, joining us on, by phone only. Randy, can you hear us?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can you connect via video? We will need to actually see you in order to count your vote during the public hearing.
Is that on that link that you sent me?
Yes. If you can try to connect via video for the next public hearing, then we can move on. Chairman, I believe you can proceed to the next case.
If we do, he can't, once we start, he can't vote
I understand.
or participate. That's why I was waiting. If you could get connected, we're good to go. Or if you get connected during this, you'll be good for the next one.
Well, I don't see anything that says connect video. You've got a quorum. Looks like I better opt out.
Okay, we'll go ahead and try, and we'll go ahead
will.
with the. All right, we're going to call the next hearing. That's VACA 20-003, recommending the approval of an application to vacate a portion of West Carnahan Street. Karen or Chris?
Thank you, Chairman. Convoy of Hope is requesting a right-of-way vacation of a portion of West Carnahan Street, extending into the property owned by the organization. COH, or Convoy of Hope, is requesting the right-of-way vacation of approximately 1,009 feet of right-of-way, extending into the 97-acre parcel owned by the organization. The right-of-way was dedicated to the city by the original developer in January of 2019. COH is proposing utilizing the current right-of-way as a private road to serve future development on the subject parcel. As with all vacations, staff has reviewed the proposal in conjunction with a review of transportation, land use, utilities, and other public services. The proposal eliminates approximately 1,009 feet of right-of-way currently maintained by the City of Republic. The proposal is not anticipated to have any adverse development impacts on the COH or adjacent property. The proposed vacation is not anticipated to have any impact on the city's water, wastewater, or stormwater systems in place within the referenced right-of-way. Water, wastewater, and stormwater systems currently in place will remain public in a utility easement dedicated to the city through a dedication document by COH. There is no floodplain on the adjacent property or subject property. The proposal itself is not anticipated to have any impact on any other services or emergency services. The Community Development Department is recommending the approval of the requested right-of-way vacation.
Is there anyone from Convoy of Hope here present that wishes to speak?
Yes, this is Craig Hood. I'm the Chief Operating Officer, and we appreciate all the great work that the city has done, tremendous work. And we're very pleased to be able to make this request.
Okay. Anything else? That's good.
Not for me.
I just didn't know if you had anything else. Okay. Is there anyone online who wishes to oppose this issue? Not hearing anyone. It would appear that we can close this hearing, move to our discussion on this matter. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a question. Karen, or I guess whoever answered this, but so whenever they request a right-of-way vacation, what does that exactly mean? I'm just trying to understand.
So what it actually means is this road was dedicated to the city. It was actually through a dedication document in January of 2019 by the original developer, meaning the city then essentially owns the right-of-way, maintains the right-of-way and the systems within that right-of-way. What Convoy of Hope is proposing is for that street to no longer be public and just to serve their own, it's their future development site. So essentially, it'll end at their southern boundary line of their parcel. The public right-of-way will end, and the remainder of the road into their property will essentially be their own private road or large driveway into their facility.
Okay.
Including maintenance?
Yes, the city will no longer maintain the actual pavement. We will continue to maintain the utility systems, the water, sewer, and stormwater systems within that right-of-way.
Do we have other questions? Motions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, I have a motion to approve the recommending the approval of an application to vacate a portion of West Carnahan Street in BACA 20-003. Is that the motion you made? Kevin,
Yes, that's correct.
thank you. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Eric. Call the roll.
Commissioner Pedersen,
Aye.
Commissioner Ellis,
Aye.
Commissioner Hahn,
Aye.
Commissioner Hyder.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Hood, for your comments.
Thank you.
We'll move to our third hearing. This is rezone 20-006, public hearing and possible vote to recommend the approval of an application to change the zoning classification of approximately 0.91 acres located at 317 South Main Street from local commercial C1 to general commercial residential C2. Karen?
Thank you, Chairman. Right Development, Inc. has applied to change the zoning classification of approximately 0.091 acres, the property located at 317 North Main Street from local commercial C1 to general commercial. And I'm sorry, that was South Main Street. The property subject to the rezoning application is identified as Lot 2 of the Main Street Commercial Development Minor Subdivision. The property is currently vacant. The applicant has expressed interest in building a self-storage office building to complement a planned self-storage units on Lot 1 of the Main Street Commercial Development Minor Subdivision. As with all rezoning cases, the city's technical review team has reviewed the application and provides an analysis of present site conditions as well as the proposal's relationship to adopted plans of the city. The city's comprehensive plan generally encourages the expansion of commercial development through proactive rezoning at appropriate locations. These locations are described generally throughout the plan with regard to the relationship of land at particular locations to infrastructure capable of supporting various intensities and densities of uses. The plan also describes future land use through a designated future land use map, or a flume. In this case, the flume depicts the subject property as having a Main Street district designation. This district designation is identified as Downtown Republic with a mix of office, retail, commercial, multifamily, and loft residential. A little background on the Main Street Development District. It was introduced into the land use plan to accommodate future recommendations from a Main Street Development Plan aimed to guide development in these areas surrounding Main Street. The plan's goal was to create new regulations for new development and redevelopment by creating a new zoning district known as the Main Street District. Although the Main Street District was codified as a new zoning district, the area identified in the flume does not contain any Main Street District designation. The 2005 Land Use Plan identifies land use goals and objectives relating to commercial development as following. Expand the opportunity for new commercial development in the city. Create a more diverse economic base while increasing the retail growth within the city. And redevelop and revitalize existing commercial centers and encourage infill development of vacant commercial land using the existing built-out infrastructure. The general trend of development in the vicinity of the subject property along Main Street is that of a mixture of well-established residential commercial development, including single-family residential, multifamily residential, manufacturing, and general commercial. The subject property is surrounded by medium-density single-family zoning, or the R1M, shown as yellow on the map. Multifamily shown as purple, local commercial shown as light pink, and general commercial, which is the red to the west. The land uses permitted in the C2 or general commercial zoning district do include self-storage, retail, and offices. The parcel can be served by a 6-inch water main along West Broad Street and a 6-inch water main along Main Street. The parcel can also be served by an 8-inch sewer main on West Broad and Main Street. The sanitary sewer will flow from the parcel to lift station number 4, then to the Schuler Creek lift station, and finally to the wastewater treatment facility. The city's water system, lift stations, and wastewater treatment facility do currently have capacity to serve new commercial development at this location. A traffic impact study was not required for the rezoning application due to no expected increase in traffic for a single parcel to transition from potentially the local commercial to the general commercial zoning district. The parcel does not contain any floodplain or special flood hazard areas, nor does it contain any identified sinkholes. Staff does consider the proposed zoning amendment or rezoning to be generally consistent with the goals and objectives of the comprehensive plan, consistent with the trend of development in the vicinity of the site, compatible with surrounding land uses, and able to be served by existing utility systems. Based upon this analysis, performed without the benefit of evidence and testimony during a public hearing, staff does recommend the approval of this application. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Karen. Is anyone from Right Development present and wish to speak in this hearing? Is there anyone else that's here that's in favor of the application that wishes to speak? Is there anyone present who is opposed to the application who wishes to speak? Not being very lucky tonight, I think we'll move on to close this hearing and move on to our discussion of this matter. Who's got something that they want to know about? Questions, motions?
So I do have a question on how close would any commercial or lot, or I guess storage units be able to get to the road? What's the set?
On parcel 1,
Correct.
it would have the setback, the minimum setback requirements for Main Street and for the commercial zoning district, which is 15 feet in the front.
Any other questions? Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve?
Okay. I have a motion to recommend the approval of an application to change the zoning classification of approximately 0.91 acres located at 317 South Main Street from local commercial C1 to general commercial residential C2. Is that correct, Cynthia?
That is correct.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, that was Kevin. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hyder,
Aye.
Commissioner Ellis,
Aye.
Commissioner Pedersen,
Aye.
Commissioner Hahn.
Aye.
Through that one, let's move to the next item of business. I'll find my agenda again. Got too many papers. There it is. Okay, moving to other business. This is sub D dash pre 20-005, possible vote to recommend the approval of an application for a preliminary plat of Oakwood Heights, first edition, a residential subdivision consisting of approximately 4 3/10 acres located in the 2000 block of East Hines Street. Karen or
Thank
Chris?
you, Chairman. Little Apple Investment Properties LLC has requested the review and approval of the preliminary plat of approximately 4.30 acres known as Oakwood Heights First Edition, consisting of 3 residential lots zoned multifamily residential or R3, streets and infrastructure. The city's technical review team reviews all preliminary plats for conformance with set criteria identified in your report. The property subject to the application, again, is zoned multifamily residential. The property currently contains no structures. The preliminary plat has been reviewed for compliance with the city's comprehensive plan. The reference preliminary plat contains 3 multifamily R3 lots with a minimum required lot size of 2,500 square feet and consists of streets, open space, and detention areas. The preliminary plat of Oakwood Heights First Edition contains lots with an average size of 42,277 square feet. The preliminary plat proposes one new local street connection to East Haley Street and one new local street connection to East Hines Street, as well as an area of right-of-way for a future street connection to approximately 2.7 acre parcel to the west. The new public streets internal to the subdivision will include approximately 955 feet of street and sidewalk, which will be dedicated to the city during the final platting process. The reference parcel contains sections of water, sanitary sewer, and stormwater pipes installed by a previous developer during the construction of the townhomes to the west a number of years ago. These utility pipes were never tested nor accepted during final platting. Subsequent development will require testing of these systems and construction of additional utility pipes to serve the development as needed. The development will be served through existing active and non-active 6-inch water main, creating a looped water system from East Mary Beth Street to East Hines, and then finally at the East Haley Street. The development will utilize the existing sanitary sewer mains, which flow from the parcel to Schuler Creek Lift Station before traveling again through a series of forced mains to the wastewater treatment facility. The water and sewer system do currently have the capacity to serve the potential development. The preliminary plat has been platted for the construction of 3 multifamily residential lots and associated infrastructure. This does include public streets and sidewalks, public water and sanitary sewer mains, and stormwater detention. The subject parcel does not contain any areas of special flood hazard area or floodplain. It also does not contain any identified sinkholes. The preliminary plat utilizes the existing stormwater detention areas in the Oakwood Heights subdivision to the west and the new Vista subdivision to the east. Both areas were originally sized to accommodate multifamily residential development of the subject parcel. Stormwater detention area and all open space, common space will be maintained by homeowners association. The design of streets, sidewalks, water and sanitary sewer systems, and also any stormwater detention changes will be reviewed and permitted during infrastructure permitting. Staff has reviewed the proposed preliminary plat and does find it in general conformity with the requirements of preliminary plats, and we are recommending approval of the application.
Anyone have questions? Discussion?
No, I'm good.
Skinny lot.
Mhm.
I got a question, Karen.
Yes,
Are they building, so those townhomes that are on Williams and Haley right there,
mhm.
is that what they're planning on building there? Is that because the lots are so big, or how's that work?
Yeah, I do believe they're going to build something along those lines. The applicant is actually on the call, may be able to speak more to that.
Okay,
They could build any number of items or configurations of building which would fall within the multifamily zoning district.
okay.
Lendl or Bo, did you want to speak to any plans that you have?
I mean, I would address any questions that would need to be addressed, but yes, essentially, can you hear me okay, first of all, Karen?
Yes.
Okay. Essentially, we are wanting to do similar type townhomes that are there, but there will be a little bit different design in these townhomes than the ones that, you know, are existing that we purchased. So, but yes, it is to do townhomes up and down that street on both sides.
Any other questions? I lagged for a minute, so I kind of missed the end of that one, but any other questions? The next obvious question is, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. I'm halfway there. If we have no other questions, I take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, I have a motion to approve the vote to recommend. So we're approving an application for a preliminary plat of Oakwood Heights First Edition, a residential subdivision consisting of approximately 4.3 acres located in the 2000 block of East Hines Street pursuant to sub D-pre 20-005. I'm assuming that was your motion.
Yes, sir.
All right, do I hear a second?
Second.
All right, Kevin gave us a second. Any discussion on the motion? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Hyder,
Aye.
Commissioner Pedersen,
Aye.
Commissioner Hahn,
Aye.
Commissioner Ellis.
Aye. Motion carries. Move to our next item of business, which is citizen participation. Anyone online who wishes to speak to us may do so now, not on an issue that we've addressed already tonight, and I'll leave it at that. Is there anyone any citizen that wishes to come and provide information to us? Not hearing anyone come forward, we'll move to the Community Development Department update.
Thank you, Chairman. The Community Development Department, Public Works Department, we're pleased to let you know that we have hired a Southwest Missouri Council of Governments, also referred to as SIMCOG, to assist staff in the final preparation of the city's comprehensive land use plan. So we anticipate this project starting this week. We actually have our first initial meeting with the group. We would expect the plan to be in its final stages for your review and adoption sometime early next spring, probably March or April. And as the plan actually progresses, we will give you monthly updates during the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting.
Great. Anything else on that item? On the community development update? Okay. Comprehensive plan update?
That was it really all wrapped up in one. That is the major news for our department. Like I said, that council had approved that back in the last meeting in July, and we are certainly excited to have this assistance to move forward with that project.
Awesome. That means we're to the end and our last vote tonight. Is there anyone that wishes to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Kevin. Second?
I'll second.
Second.
We got a second one and a second two. Thank you both. Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Hahn,
Aye.
Commissioner Hyder,
Aye.
Commissioner Ellis,
Aye.
Commissioner Pedersen.
Aye.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you everybody that came and provided us with information. It's all helpful to have that. And with that, we'll close the hearing, close the meeting. See you next
Thank
month.
you for your participation, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Stay safe.